Hey yo, what's up guys, John Bagel here. So, Superfest is here, we have a couple tickets, and we have some cat food, and All My Days is here as well. So that's the thing, but we're gonna do Superfest. Now, Superfest or Super Scam, because yeah, this banner is kind of a scam. Yeah, pretty weird. I'm gonna be talking about that while we're rolling on this banner, but yeah, let's just begin because we do have a little bit to get through. So Superfest, how is Superfest a scam? I think most people's main draw to Superfest is the higher Uber rate, which is at what, 10% compared to the original 5%. And of course you get the introduction of the phonies on these banners, these recent ones, but mainly it's the 10% Uber rate, and of course you get the epicfest Ubers in there and the uberfest Ubers in there, so it looks pretty nice, right? That is until you realize that you're better off just rolling on the separate banners. By the way, using tickets on this banner is perfectly fine, but using your cat food here is just like yikes. Even on the regular epicfest banners or uberfest banners, using your cat food there is not recommended. So why is Superfest a scam? Well, this is why I think Superfest is a scam. Believe it or not, okay, that's real nice right there. I mean, we're getting lots of good super rares here, so that's good. That's mainly the reason I am pulling on this banner. Well, like I was saying, believe it or not, Battle Cats is a gacha game. So that means gacha game practices are also in this banner, and hey, look at that, another super rare. And a huge thing these gacha games love to do is attempt to trick people on them getting better rates. Of course, it's required by law to write all the rates down and everything, but the way Superfest is advertised is a bit deceiving because yes, you do get that 10% Uber rate, but you also have just a way bigger pool of Ubers. So those aiming to get those specific units, it's actually way more difficult to get them on this banner. But to a new player that has some spare tickets lying around, this is for sure a pretty great banner. But let's be real, most of us here are aiming for one or two or maybe even a couple specific Ubers on this banner, and the chances for that to happen is very low compared to if you just summoned on epicfest banner or uberfest banner, even though the Uber rate is 10% on this banner. But yeah, that's why I say it is a Superfest scam, and we already have Gangi, I think. It is the old gacha practice of baiting with a banner that has just a huge pool where the rates might seem high, but trying to get specific units in that banner is way lower. If you want the exact calculations, go to the comments, I bet someone will write it down there, but yeah, it is a thing, for sure. So now you must be wondering, Boogle,
you're dissing the Superfest banner so much, why are you even summoning on it?
well, first, really, I don't really care about what units I get, because I think I mostly have all the units I need. I don't use Ubers at all other than farming purposes, and I think I pretty much have all the good Ubers I need for efficient farming, so there's that. The other reason is get close for this one. Alright, are you close? Maybe a little bit more. Basically, it's for summoning content. Yeah, what do you know? I don't summon that much on Battle Rats, so every time I do, I always record it. So yeah, and I don't really spend my cat food much either, other than guide purposes in case I need like quick items. Then I'll just buy some items or just energy refills because, you know, iOS struggling with no energy glitch. So yeah, I'm gonna use my cat food here because I'm not gonna use it on anything else. I don't have any other banner I really need. I guess I could save for like when Brainwashed appears in some of the banners and try to get those, since I don't really care about any of the Ubers and I don't really use them, so I guess getting the Brainwashed can be a priority. But hey, I guess we'll just do this because, by the way, I highly recommend not doing this. Do not do this. It is a waste, and okay. Well, that helps my case, doesn't it? Yeah, well now people are gonna see this and they're gonna try to summon. Don't do it. Just because I got lucky doesn't mean you will. And what would happen if I do this right now? If we had NP unlocked, I would have definitely exchanged it for NP. Man, if the game is gonna give me Ubers, give me like Yuki, so I could just grind XP way faster. I don't know what I could grind faster with you. I guess there's a couple stages in the future. Yeah. Also, there's cat combos as well. I do sell a lot of Ubers because, of course, I've gone through this game a billion trillion times and I already have you. So yeah, that's going to the NP pile. But yeah, I've gone through this game so many times and I've gone through so many damn accounts and games and everything to the point where I just don't care about Ubers anymore, so I just sell them. I just discard them. But they do have cat combos, which can be helpful, so yeah, I gotta remember that there might be some cat combos that I could utilize in the future. But for someone who has not gone through the game a billion trillion times like me, it's always common sense to just always use units, use new units, and especially attackers. You need better levels on your attackers and such. For guide purposes, I always keep my levels lower, so that's why you see me exchanging a lot and just sending so many units to the NP pile. Oh yeah, on the topic of using lower leveled units for guides, I've seen a lot of people going around and saying I use boosted units in my guides, and I'm like, wait, hold on, what? I don't know if they're confusing me with someone else, like they're confusing me with the like Chillhola or something. But then I realized it's just people don't watch, and I figured that most people that look at my older guides see that I have like plus 50 normal cats, and they assume I have like extremely boosted gachas too. But then my gachas are all under level 40, and I use like level 33 units for Relic B. So yeah, that is a thing. That's why I've been just going through doing a whole bunch of Redux guides, because people see the high level normals and they get intimidated. They start panicking. They do not know what to do. They don't know what to replace it with. Of course, a level 30 gacha unit, a level 30 key gacha unit is infinitely better than any level normal cat. I feel like that would be common sense, but I guess it is not. You know, I always joked about making a video on how to use a guide, but the more time goes on, the more it actually forms into an actual idea. Like, I might make a video on how to use a guide now, because in the grand scheme of things, we are still pretty small in this section of battle rats, so there aren't many people that are used to the commentary style guides. So even if it may seem absolutely crazy, there are some people out there that just don't know how to use the guide. So yeah, spoiler alert, I am doing a video in the future of how to use a guide, and it is not going to be a joke. It was going to be a joke originally, but now it's serious because I found out that there's actually people out there that don't know how to use a guide. Even though it is like a small portion here, outside of YouTube, I think most people watching that actually watch my videos actually know the proper format here, and they just know how things go. So there isn't too much complication or confusion, but for others on the outer sphere, there is definitely lots of confusion, because commentary guides is still a real niche thing in this community, mostly because some people either just don't want to use their voice for guides, and because it just takes a lot of effort as well. There's just a lot of effort involved constantly putting out commentary guides. But yeah, pretty funny, outside of YouTube, there is people out there that actually think I have like ultra mega boosted units and stuff. I don't know where this narrative came from, but it does exist. And someone actually sent me a really funny screenshot of it on Discord. I'll put it up here if I remember. It was someone that posted one of my Redux crazed guides, and the person responded with like, they said something like, don't use Boogle, he uses boosted units. And the funny thing is, the craze video was the one with the level 25 units, no true forms. And it's not like it was hidden or anything, like the title was right there and it was on the thumbnail as well. So yeah, that was pretty funny. So yeah, outside of YouTube, I had no idea that there was this whole boosted units narrative going around, and I don't know where it came from. I have no idea. I think people are just confusing me with someone else, So I went to do some research and stuff, and I compared because I wanted to know. And I always do take criticism if it is constructive as well. So if there is anything I can improve on, I always try to do it. So I did look around, I went to research, and an example I saw was my Relic B guide, the Old Queen, I'll be bug, that level. Yeah, and that guide I'm pretty sure I used below level 40 units, but my normal cats were like plus 50 or something. This was also pre-courier as well, so there's that. But I looked around and I saw the other guides on this stage have higher leveled units than me, and they are using courier as well. So that's where I got confused. I'm like, are these people mixing me up with someone else? I have no idea what's going on. I don't care enough, so I just moved along. But yeah, the reason I bring it up here is because, of course, I need something to talk about here. Otherwise, Battle Rats is gonna be boring me to death. But also because I've realized just out of the YouTube community, I'm not really liked that much. Yeah, and I wonder why. I wonder why, Mr. Bagel Man. But yeah, I don't really know why. I am kind of an outcast in the Battlecast community. I've always kind of distanced myself from the Battlecast community because there's always been this animosity lingering around. So I just decided to just step back, because if you don't feel welcome somewhere, just don't go in and involve yourself. So that's why I've just been keeping a distance. And until recently, I've started getting just a bit more involved, and by that I mean sending a random emote in like Battlecat servers every couple random days. But yeah, I did catch someone slandering my name. I did catch them in the act once, and it was kind of funny. I did confront them as well, and I explained with them. And after explaining, I think they did understand, because I think most people just don't watch my videos. And they hear someone else talking about it, and then they just believe that, and then the cycle continues. Yeah, there's lots of naiveness in the community, but hey, what can you expect? It is a game targeted to a younger audience, so there's that. But yeah, I don't really care if people don't enjoy my videos or just don't like me at all, but when they start slandering and I catch you, it's a GG, because then I'm like, whoa, hold up. Don't go spreading false info about me, because then it's like clearly talking down on my work when you have not watched anything at all. That's when I'm like, whoa there, what is going on over there? But yeah, most of the time I don't really care enough to even confront these people or shut them down, because yeah, I just don't care sometimes. But when I see someone else posting my guide and they start getting targeted, I'm like, okay. What is this? But yeah, oh yeah, rare Boogle gameplay, by the way. I'm using Ubers here. But yeah, this is another thing I do use my Ubers for. For those who are always wondering, Boogle, you have Ubers, why don't you use them? Well, I do use them. It's just for things that people don't expect to use them for. I use them for grinding, not for progression. I guess you could say grinding is a form of progression, but I don't actually use my Ubers to like actually beat the level for the first time and go to the next. Like, how funny would it be if I just used my D'Artagnan that I got right now and I just went to like some advents and did some of those. It just swept some of the advents at Into the Future Chapter 2. Yes, I can go complete all the manics right now. I can go complete all, or not all, most of the advents. But will I do it with my Ubers? No, because that's boring, and this game is already boring enough for me, so I gotta make it somewhat entertaining somehow. But for some people out there, they're actually entertained by using Ubers. So yeah, there's that. To each their own. You can play however you want to play. But for me, someone who's gone through this game a billion, trillion, gazillion times, it just gets brutally boring. Yeah, like yippee, I got D'Artagnan, now I could go sweep all the manic stages in Into the Future Chapter 2. Not really a fun concept for me. But hey, for some people out there, it does sound like a lot of fun, so go for it. Anyways, this whole video got kind of sidetracked. I went on a damn rant in this video. Boogle rant, very rare thing. Actually, maybe not. In my SOL commentaries, I did go on a lot of rants, which was pretty funny. But yeah, SUPERSCAM, you already know. Next, I think I have scheduled Into the Future Chapter 2 Moon Redux, and then I'm gonna be doing Chapter 3 and such. Yeah, I think I talked about this before. I still have a lot of videos coming soon. Just come join my Discord. I always post previews, or not previews, or like a list, a schedule almost, of what videos I have coming. So yeah, if you want to see, you can just join Discord and check there. But yeah, that's it. It's been John Boogle, and see ya.